Hello guys, welcome to Roadmap. Today we are going to learn from parents to children elements of genetics. Topics to be covered are introduction, Mendel and suttons contribution, human chromosomes, chemical nature of genes, inheritance of blood group, heredity disorders. So there are similarities in our family members which is heredity, and there are also differences which is due to variation. It means passing of characters from parents to offspring. Heredity and variation is due to gene and gene combination. Study of heredity is known as genetics. Mendel's contribution. His experiment on garden pea plant, where he took different characters such as white or purple flower, tall and dwarf plant, wrinkled or brown seed. He selected such 7 set of pairs of contrasting feature and carried out selective breeding. Pollen of tall plant to pollinate and fertilize the dwarf plant was used. Such pollination which is done manually is called as artificial pollination. He experimented several generations to formulate law of inheritance, which was beginning of genetics. Mendel is known as father of genetics. Mendel's law. Mendel's law states that every feature or character there is pair of factor. One factor each from each pair goes into gamete. Upon fertilization, these factors express themselves according to a set of pattern. Suttons contribution. While observing grasshopper, chromosomes confirmed that Mendelian factors are present on chromosomes. Factors later got to be known as genes. Genes are responsible for heredity. Human chromosome. Every cell of human body contains 46 chromosomes. Chromosomes are present in nucleus of cell. Chromosome pair each from father and mother. 23 pair of chromosomes which are autosomes and one pair is determined as X and Y chromosome. It is called as sex chromosome. Depending upon the X and or the Y chromosome, it is considered that a person is a male or female. Chromosomes seen during cell division. Pair of similar chromosomes selected and arranged in mitotic phase of dividing cell. Chemical nature of genes. Genes are segments of chemical molecule called DNA. One chromosome contains one DNA and genes are fragments of DNA molecule. DNA fingerprintings nowadays are used to identify criminals. Even a single drop of blood or hair is sufficient to identify whether a person is culprit or not. Every individual has unique DNA. Man-made gene was found by Dr. Hargobind Khurana. He got Nobel Prize for this, and also this was synthesized in laboratory, so it is called as artificial gene. This is the human chromosomes where it is 22 sets are autosomes and X or Y chromosome which shows it is a sex chromosome. A male contains 2 types of chromosomes where it has X chromosome or Y chromosomes with 22 autosomes, while a female only has X chromosome with 22 autosomes. Inheritance of blood group. Now as we know, there are 4 types of blood group: A, B, AB and O. Blood group of a person is inherited from parents and depends upon combination of genes. For blood group inherited from either parent. One gene from father and other is from mother. Hereditary disorders. Now there are hereditary disorders depending upon the defective gene or the lack of gene from parent to offspring. Defective genes may be removed or replaced by gene replacement therapy. There are common disorders such as thalassemia, haemophilia, color blindness. Now let's look at these disorders. Common disorders such as thalassemia, where it is unable to manufacture hemoglobin, the pigment in red blood corpuscles that carry oxygen to tissues. It is because of the pair of genes controlling hemoglobin production are defective. Thalassemia require blood transfusion frequently for survival. Now you can look at the diagram where thalassemia there are normal cells and the malformed red blood corpuscles which are seen because the defective gene. Haemophilia. It is where a defective gene or lack of gene is present. Controlled production of substances are responsible for blood clotting. Once bleeding starts, it doesn't stop. Now, this is a diagram which shows that there is non-stop bleeding. Where in normal person the bleeding starts, vessels constrict, platelet plug, and fibrin clot is formed. While in case of hemophilics, bleeding starts, vessels constrict, platelet plug, but there is incomplete clot and bleeding doesn't stop. Bleeding starts and it doesn't stop. Color blindness. It is where a person is unable to distinguish whether color is blue from green. Haemophilia and color blindness are from X chromosome. Generally, they are from mother to son. So that's it for the today. Thank you. If you like the video, please subscribe and share.